Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do kind of my go-to festive look. It's a little more makeup or a little more time consuming than I usually go for on a day-to-day basis, but it makes me feel really pretty and really festive, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm first starting off with one of my favorite foundations. This is so underrated. It's the Lancome Tint Idol foundation stick. I think I use the shades Buff and Ivoire. I think this one's Ivoire. And it's just, even though it's matte, it's such a skin-like finish. It's not a flat matte, and it just blends in so quickly. It's so easy to apply from a stick format. I've just been obsessed with stick foundations lately. And you can see it really looks like skin. Like, it does not really look like I'm wearing foundation. It doesn't look heavy. I just love it. And then I'm using my favorite concealer, which is Fit Glow C2.5. It is incredible. It's like blurring almost, and it's full coverage. It's dewy and hydrating. But a lot of times hydrating concealers can actually emphasize texture, and this doesn't. It's quite thick, so if you like a thin blendable formula, this may not be for you, but I just adore it. Because it's thick, it kind of stays where you put it and doesn't slide around your face, so it keeps that full coverage, which, I just love. You can also use it as a spot concealer as well. I find that that's pretty rare for under eye concealers. Normally I have to have a dedicated spot concealer or a dedicated under eye concealer, but this really does both, and that's why it's my favorite concealer of all time. They also have a pretty great shade range, so I really can't stop using it. All my other concealers are just sitting there collecting dust because I just love this one so much. And then I'm taking my usual Physicians Formula bronzer in Light 1. It's the only bronzer I own. It's the only bronzer I've owned for like 10 years. When it comes to makeup, if I find my holy grail, I don't want anything else, And that goes for this e.l.f. Wow Brow in taupe as well. Like, I don't need any other brow products because I just love this one so much. It has fibers in it, so I find that the hold is really good, and it just fills in those spots without you having to fill in with a ton of color. It's also not too pigmented. I feel like a lot of brow products are just so slippery and pigmented and get all outside your brows, but e.l.f. Wow Brow doesn't do that. Then I'm just taking a little bit of powder. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless powder in Fair, something like that. It's a nice powder. I've never met a powder I was obsessed with, and I'm taking the Hourglass. Oh, there's my boyfriend. Then I'm taking the Hourglass At Night blush, which has been my go-to lately because it just goes with everything. And I'm trying a different technique where I'm applying the blush higher on my cheekbones, and I find that it gives a nice lifted look. Then I'm taking my favorite highlighter, which is Nude Sticks Bubbly Bebe, and it's just the perfect skin-like finish. It's not glittery. It's not too white, it's not too yellow, it's not too champagne, it's not too bold. I just love the way my skin looks when I wear it. And this is really where the star of the show is. I'm not good at eyeliner, so I was stressed. Okay, so here's the thing. I have two different shaped eyes. This left eye that I'm working on right now is the easy eye. It's more almond shaped, and it's not quite as hooded as my right eye. I'm not sure why I have that. Maybe my right eye is more deep set, but my left eye is pretty easy to work with. I can do my liner on my left eye pretty much no problem. Because the skin fold of my left eye, it doesn't really fall into the area where I would put my liner. But I learned recently that both of my eyes are slightly hooded, and my right eye is much more hooded than the left. So it makes doing eyeliner really tricky for me, and especially if you're doing powder liner, it's just going to be even harder. So if you have the issue that I do, then, maybe try like a gel because I hear that's easier. And starting at this point, I have like 30 minutes of footage of me trying to get this right eye looking good. It's hard. I don't know if you can see in the footage, but if you look, the crease of my right eye falls a lot lower, which is right where I put the liner. So it makes it a little difficult. It kind of changes the shape. So I have to be quite careful. I even went off after this and I went to the bathroom and cleaned everything up just to make it look more even. But this is the general look. I didn't want to bore you with 30 minutes of eyeliner footage. I always take a powder eyeshadow under my lash line because it soothes out my fine lines under my eyes. And it makes it look a little more smoky, a little more cohesive, but usually I just do it to smooth out the lines under my eyes. It really works. I always use my Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler, and then I take, cute face. I take a gel liner from NYX, and I just add it to the upper waterline. I don't know if anyone can do that looking cute, but then I take my Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. I'm loving this mascara right now. It removes so easily with just water, but I hated it for the first 3 months because the formula is quite wet and heavy, so it would really weigh my lashes down and it wouldn't hold a curl. After 3 to 4 months, I became obsessed with this formula. It dried out just in the way it needed to so that it would hold a curl and feel a little bit more lightweight. And now I love it. So, I don't like the first 3 months, but then it's pretty much my perfect mascara after that. And I look like I'm crazy blinking, but I'm blinking to push the product through. That's always been the way that I apply mascara best. I start adding in the inner corner, then in the middle, and then I build it up in the outside corner. I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes because my bottom lashes are super long, but I only have 5 of them. So it looks really bad and long and spidery, so I don't do that. And I've been really loving the Glossier. I think it's called the Vanillic Lip Paint. It's just kind of like a liquid lip lacquer thing, but I weirdly love the fuzzy little applicator because it just makes your lips kind of have that blurred look. So I apply the product all over my lips, and then once the product is on, I kind of use the applicator to blend it out. I kind of overline with this, and I make it look a little blurred. I think it's a beautiful color. This is in the shade Driver, and I'm just obsessed with the formula. This is kind of my perfect festive look. It's still me. It's simple, and it's natural and easy, but it makes me just feel really pretty. So I was pretty happy with how it came out. Gotta shake it out. gotta zhuzh the hair. get all cute. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.